Hi, it's Jim Wilson here from Jaspi Wilson. I'm joined today with Craig Drummond from Castle Farm. Craig has kindly agreed over the last few months to be trialling the Steelyard Peson weigh link for us. Craig, I'm just wondering if you can give us a bit of an overview of your company and what you guys do.
Yep, Craig Drummond, Castle Farm. We haul timber for BSW Binderholz on behalf of Tell Hill Forestry into the mill at Dalbeattie. We've a mixture of six-wheeler wagon and drag, timber motors and Arctics. This year's a Scania 500 six-wheeler. It's a twin-wheel wagon and drag. It's on full air suspension with an Epsilon ML 120 top seat crane on it. We took the lorry in one morning and the guys on site took the old link off and put the Steelyard one on. And to be honest, we've never really looked back.
Here's obviously the Steelyard that we've fitted to your lorry. Can you tell us how this differs to the link you had on originally?
Yeah, so the previous link worked on hydraulic pressure. You had to set the gap on the link. It varied from summer to winter depending on temperature. If you were loading yourself and you're also loading a secondary skeleton trailer, then your oil can get warm, which then affects the accuracy of your wear. That doesn't happen with the Steelyard. It's certainly considerably more reliable and accurate than the previous hydraulic version. It's taken the guesswork out of the game. It's as accurate a wear as we have got in our fleet. We've had 4 different drivers use this to see how they get on with it, and each one of them, I think, would all agree that it's as good a wear as they've used across all the. We've got 4 different types of wears, and this is as good a one as we've got, if not the best. From a usability point of view, the screen is excellent and clear. When you lift the timber, you press the button to weigh the grab, and the button is, the noise, the beep is loud and clear. There's no guesswork as to whether it's working or it's not. It's obvious, which is a huge thing. You've always got an eye on the screen with the other weighers to make sure that they're adding up properly and make sure that they're counting as you go. Whereas because the beep is loud and clear on this thing, it's doing its job. We're definitely running closer to our maximum all the time, and without the fear of being excessively overloaded. You can take account of fuel load. If you know you're running less than half a tank of diesel, and you can put on an extra 150 kilos and you're getting paid for that, which is, it adds up. The main issues with previous weirs that we've used is consistency. With this system, on the Steelyard one, it's the inconsistencies with other types of weirs are taken out of it by the manufacturer. Dynamic weighing.
Yep.
There's some drivers lift the logs, and as soon as they lift the logs, they press the button. And then there's other drivers who press the button going over the pin. The Steelyard weigh link takes that part of the crane operation out the loop, because it averages from the point where you press the button until you've taken the weight off the grab. It's constantly counting. Even the other day, I transshipped a load off a lorry back onto this one, and I weighed it off of his onto there, and I went onto the weigh bridge. It's absolutely like 20 kilos.
Craig, can you talk us through why you agreed to trial this and what you hoped it would achieve?
A number of reasons, Jim, really. One, to try and improve our consistency of weights going into we're paid by the ton delivered, so it's not much use. We can't afford the lorries to be running underweight, and by the same token, we don't want them running overweight from a compliance point of view. So it maximises the potential yield on every single load. So that was the main driver for it, and my business is one side of Dalbeattie, and Jim and the lads at Jaspi are the other side of Dalbeattie, and I think it's important to support local guys and help each other out.
Craig, I gather that with the cost of fuel and running costs these days, the importance of getting your weights right are more important than ever.
Absolutely. In the current climate, it's not much fun at all. You certainly don't want to be running light, or you're wasting your time completely. And by the same token, it's costing you money because you're not being paid for tonnage over the 44 tons.
Right.
The key thing's to get it on the money every time, and the Steelyard is certainly helping us to achieve that.
So Craig, can you talk us through how you found the installation and setup?
The first class, a pretty straightforward process. The lorry was off the road for less than 3 hours. Dropped it into the lads at JASP. They took the old link off and installed the Steelyard one, and it was up and running that same day.
So Craig, how quickly have your drivers got up to speed with the new system in comparison with previous ones that they've been used to using?
Very quickly, Jim. Certainly within one load. In fact, less than one. It's system's so easy to operate. I would say by the time they've loaded the lorry, they'll be up to speed with it. It does its job every day, come rain, hail or snow. There's not much sunshine in southwest Scotland, so yeah, it does between 3 and 4 loads every day. It's consistent across every day, every week. It's got an excellent battery life. I think when it was installed, it was at 90% maybe 3 months ago, and it's still at 87% now. It's got an expected charge time of about 9 months, I think. Is that right?
It's between
something like
months.
that. It looks like it'll go on forever at the minute, but it's an easy piece of kit to use. The accuracy doesn't vary. It's bang on accurate all the time, regardless of product it's lifting, whether that be chipwood, pulp, saw logs into Dalbeattie. The accuracy never alters, and it never alters between operators as well as products. The Steelyard Waylink is as accurate a weir as we've got in our fleet. From an operator's point of view, I think they all like the consistency of it. They like to know that they're not over or underweight. They like to know that they're hitting the targets that we set them as a company, and they like to know that they're on the right side of the law, because as a driver, it's ultimately their responsibility. The key points that they all like with the Steelyard is the ease of use of the screen, the beep to know that it's recorded and registered your weight correctly, are all factors that it makes it a good system to operate. Most weighers are good, but every now and again they have a blip, and this Steelyard system doesn't seem to have the blip. They're all surprised at how accurate it is, because some of the other weighers are not in the same league, and it's as simple as that.
Yep.
They're surprised at the level of accuracy as to how accurate it is. I couldn't fault the Waylink. I think it's an excellent product, backed up by an excellent team of guys, both at JASP and at Steelyard, and I think in our job, you would struggle to find a better tool for the job that we do.
So, as you've seen in this video, the Steelyard Peson Waylink is a robust, well-built and highly accurate weighing system designed to handle demanding forestry timber and heavy lifting applications with confidence. The Waylink itself is extremely strong and durable, built to withstand the abuse it receives in harsh working environments. Whether it is lifting heavy timber, working in wet and dirty conditions, or taking the strain during grapple stacking, the Steelyard Peson is built to cope with the demands of real day-to-day work. It gives operators accurate load information in real time, helping improve loading efficiency, reduce guesswork, and support safer, more controlled operations. The system is backed up by JASP Wilson, with installations available anywhere in the UK, through our nationwide network of Jaspi Wilson service engineers. It also comes complete with a 3-year manufacturer warranty from Steelyard Peson, giving customers added confidence and peace of mind. So, if you'd like to find out more or discuss how the Steelyard Peson Waylink could work for your application, get in touch with our team. We'll be happy to help.